So there's that one food that every Asian household has, but you probably aren't using it properly, or you've got the wrong version of it. If you use this more often, it's literally going to boost your weight loss efforts, and I'm going to explain how. That food is Greek yogurt, specifically fat-free Greek yogurt, not Greek style. They're not the same thing. Let me explain. Now, before we get into the protein, I want to cover one thing that a lot of people skip over. Greek yogurt, as you guys probably know, is incredible for your gut health. I don't mean like just digestion the way that you are thinking about it. I mean something a lot more bigger than that. So inside your stomach, right, and intestines, there are trillions of tiny living bacteria, more bacteria in your gut than there are like stars in the Milky Way, which I actually didn't know until recently, right? And these bacteria control far more than just digestion. They affect your mood, your immune system, and most importantly for us, how your body manages fat, believe it or not. This is called your gut microbiome. I'm sure you've seen this all online. Think of it like a garden, right? When it's healthy and balanced, everything thrives. When it's neglected and the wrong things start taking over, everything suffers. Fat-free Greek yogurt contains live cultures. Now you will have seen this in the back of like tubs, right? And all that means is it contains good, beneficial bacteria, and every time you eat it, you are literally planting good bacteria into the garden and helping it rebalance almost, right? So when I say a disrupted gut makes fat loss harder, I mean it's working against you from the inside, even when you're doing everything else right. And that is something a lot of people don't pay attention to because people are obsessed with just calories, 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 right? One daily serving of fat-free Greek yogurt starts to fix that. And the best part, right, this is the best part. You're already using yogurt in your cooking, right? In your raita, in your marinades, on the side of your dal. You're not adding something new. You're just making sure the version you're using is actually doing the work. Now let's talk about protein because this is where it gets really exciting. So 100 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt contains around 10 grams of protein. Regular yogurt, roughly around 3 to 4 grams and a hell of a lot more sugar. So same food, but nearly 3 times more protein and far less sugar. And here's why that matters, right? So protein's has something called the thermic effect. So basically the thermic effect is just the fact that your body uses up energy and heats up to digest foods. So fat burns about 3%, carbs around 8%, I believe, and protein up to 30%. So just by consuming high protein diets, you're actually burning calories to process them, which is actually a good thing. Your body's actually working harder in the background. And for South Asian people, specifically after the age of 30, we naturally start losing muscle tissue, women more so. You guys have probably read this online. So the less muscle you have, the slower your metabolism runs. Muscle burns calories even at rest, in case you didn't know that, right? So fat doesn't. So preserving muscle tissue when you're dieting, particularly when you're on Ozempic and Mounjaro, is very important. And something as simple as Greek yogurt feeds and protects the muscle. And that is what a £1.50 tub is quietly doing for you every single day. Now let me show you how to use it in your kitchen, right? Because this is the part that a lot of people tend to not pay too much attention to, because you think, oh, I just need to neck my Greek yogurt or have a chia seed recipe that I saw on TikTok. No. Because none of this requires you to change what you cook. You just need to know where it fits, okay? So one of my favorites is raita, easy, right? Same recipe, same spices, same cucumber, nothing changes, but you just swap it for a fat-free Greek yogurt. Like literally that's it. So Pakiza yogurt, maybe do away with, and get some proper Greek yogurt. So the protein nearly triples in the process and you won't even notice the difference, I promise you. So anywhere your recipe calls for cream or full fat yogurt, like things like korma and butter chicken, Greek yogurt goes in there instead. That's it, something as simple as that. Add it on low heat so it doesn't split, obviously. So you get the same creaminess for far fewer calories and a hell of a lot more protein. Smoothies, blend it with mango and banana. I know it sounds very Desi and typical and a bit stereotypical actually, but you've got something that tastes like a lassi. And I actually do believe there's some protein powders out there that are like mango flavored. So there you go, nice and easy, something that you can actually implement. As a dip, mix with mint, some dhania, some garlic and some lemon, and replace that with bottled mint sauce, which is mostly like sugar. That's why it tastes so good. And use that as like your main dip for kebabs and samosa as well, so it's better flavor and no hidden nassies. Sauces is another one. Garlic yogurt sauce, spiced yogurt, drizzled over grilled chicken or fish. Anywhere you'd normally reach for something creamy, basically, that you would use for mayo, use Greek yogurt instead. In your wraps and sandwiches. So mayo is like entirely fat, as you guys probably didn't know. So Greek yogurt gives you that same creamy texture. Just give it a go. Like there's tons of recipes out there that actually show you how to use Greek yogurt and even like lighter than light mayo to help you lower calories. But in the Greek yogurt context, you're obviously extra protein in the process as well. Now my personal favorite one is Greek yogurt pizza base. I was very skeptical about this the first time I tried this actually. And when I tried it at first, I messed it up a little bit, but when I mastered it, all you need is Greek yogurt and self-raising flour, like literally that's it, and some salt. But I was blown away. And when I make pizza bases now, I just do Greek yogurt, self-raising flour, and that's it, and some salt, and the dough is really, really easy to make. An idiot like me can make it, right? So anyone can make it. So there you go, I've made it very simple and very easy for you. Nothing groundbreaking, but I think some people tend to gloss over the fact that most of the foods that you eat at home is pretty decent, but you can make it healthier and you can increase the protein content. So something like Greek yogurt is something I'm a huge fan of, and I always tell people that you don't need to move away from your culture, just make some simple swaps. And Greek yogurt is one of the ones I recommend to a lot with our clients as well. I've dealt with the most traditional eaters on the planet, and I've said to them, listen, don't change anything majorly, don't worry about having to overhaul everything, don't even cut your roti salad out, just make some simple swaps like this. And the moment you do that, it's going to make the process a lot easier because you're still eating the foods that you would, just making some subtle changes. And a wee trick for you, if you do want to make the changes, do not tell anyone in your household. The moment you tell them you're switching to Greek yogurt or lowering the oil or switching to coconut oil or what have you, they're just going to be a bit more aware of it, or they'll just say it, but they would have noticed the change when they probably wouldn't have, just to kind of make your life a hell of a lot more difficult. So when you're making these changes, don't tell them, just do it. Now, before you go, if you're worried about, okay, that makes sense, but I would like a full Desi diet plan to lose weight. Well, I made a video just for that. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly a system that we use with clients. And before you go, watch that video and I'll see you right over there.